Hi, you guys. So, for Beach Week or Beach Day, I want to read the book Ducky for you, and it's by Eve Bunting and it's illustrated by David Wisniewski. And I got to meet David Wisniewski, and he is a super cool, or he was a super cool illustrator. He does amazing paper cuts, even better than the ones we've been learning about. His are super detailed. He uses razor cuts. He uses razor blades to make them look like this, and they're pretty amazing. He won the Caldecott Award for a different book, not this one, but very cool illustrations. Here is the first one. And this book is not that beachy, but it does take place in the ocean. And very cool, it is a true story. The next page. I am a yellow plastic duck, and I am in great danger. Yesterday I was snuggled safe with hundreds of other bathtub toys. We were in a crate on a big ship. A storm came. Our crate was washed overboard. Down, down, down it went. We tumbled around inside, yellow ducks, green frogs, blue turtles, and red beavers. Bump! Crash! We hit bottom. The crate broke, and we bobbed like colored bubbles to the surface. See all of them? There they all go. The sun is rising now and the sea is pink. My bathtub friends float all around me. Our ship has disappeared. The sea is big, big, big. Oh, I'm scared. Look at all those toys floating around. Fish with watery eyes come to stare. A sea snake wiggles itself among us. A great monster head rises close to me. Shark! I go from scared to terrified. The shark's mouth opens and it gulps in a frog, 2 beavers, 3 turtles, and me. Things and bits of things are stuck in its giant teeth. Phew! It shakes its head and spits us out. I expect we are not too tasty, though we are guaranteed non-toxic, which means they're not poisonous if you eat them. I wish we could swim and get away, but all we can do is float. It is a relief when the shark goes. A wedge of pelicans flies above us. Oh, how I wish I could fly. I'd fly to safety. The frog next to me is turned upside down by a wave and then right side up by another. But we are drifting far from one another. Great sea spaces separate us. High on a sea swell, I see us spread across the ocean for miles and miles. The next morning, I have no yellow ducks, green frogs, blue turtles, or red beavers to keep me company. Like the ship, they have left, and I am alone. That really looks like water, right? I think he used certain like fancy paper to make the water cuts. Can you see the duck? That's him. I can't tell how long I float on the big empty ocean. There are days when sun sparks the water, when the ocean is blue with white ruffles. There are days when I float through rain, days when wind blows me backward, tumbling me like a yellow ball. It is all the same to me. I only know the loneliness. There are days when fog hides me even from myself, and then I'm lonelier than ever. I'd say good days, bad days. There are nights of clouds and nights of constellations. There is a moon and another and another. The water must be colder now. Ice nudges me. Seals bark as I go by. Will I float in this ocean forever and ever? So I wonder where he is now. Which ocean do you think he's in? It is on a day of pale light when I feel the sea lift me, carry me, crash me down. I'm somersaulting over small stones. What is happening to me now? Someone is shouting, I found one! I found one! It's a duck! See the shadow? Shadows. A boy's face is close to mine. We are nose to beak, beak to nose. Another boy rubs my head. Hi, Ducky. That's what I'll call him, Ducky, my boy says. His friend grins. Good name. Very original. That's kind of what I say, huh? I need to report that I found him, my boy says. He gets on a bike. Mrs. James is keeping a record for science. For science? Me? My gosh, look at this. It's great to see so many of my friends again. Look carefully at the picture. Do you see what he's talking about? Now we are in a room. My boy sets me on a table. I found him down on the beach, Mrs. James, he tells a woman. Thank you for reporting it, she says. She writes in a notebook, I'll put it on my ducks found list. People are finding a lot of these bathtub toys around town. The scientists are so interested. Ducky's coming home with me, my boy says. And that says, ducks found. We ride to his house and he puts me in his bathtub. Oh, I am so happy. I am a bathtub duck, fulfilling my destiny. How wondrous it is to be able to float. And this is the story. There's an author's note, and it says, in 1992, a crate containing 29,000 plastic bathtub toy animals left on a ship from Hong Kong, China, bound for Tacoma, Washington, USA. It was washed overboard in a storm. Hundreds of the toys have since been found beached on the eastern coast of the Gulf of Alaska. Scientists are checking findings and sightings to learn more about currents, winds, and tides. Using computers, they plot the track of the remaining toys. Some, they believe, will go into the Arctic Ocean and ride a course towards the North Pole. Some could sail around the top of the world to the North Atlantic. One lone duck has been found off Washington State. how wondrous it is to be able to float. So this really happened. They crashed and then they swept up all over the place so scientists could use this. You should check a map and check from Hong Kong to Washington state how they would float and what happened. And I bet if you look online, I haven't looked, but I bet you could find more about this online. This was called Ducky. Hope you liked it.